Hello, today in the lecture of artificial intelligence, we are going to see about informed searches and one of the informed search which is known as best first search. So let's get started. So far you might have known about breadth first search and depth first search. These type of algorithms falls under the category of uninformed search that are also called as blind searches. These type of searches are known as a blind search because they looked through the search space for all possible solutions of the problem without having any additional knowledge about the search space. But in informed search, an algorithm contains some sort of information like how far we are from the goal, path cost, how to reach to the goal node, etc. So this type of information help us to reach to the goal node with less search space and with high efficiency. The informed search algorithm is more useful for large search space. Informed search algorithm uses the idea of heuristic, so it is called as a heuristic search. Now let's have some glance at heuristic function. Heuristic is a function which is used in informed search and it finds the most promising path. It takes the current state of the node as its input and produces the estimation of how close a node is from the goal. The heuristic method, however, might not always give the best solution, but it is guaranteed that it will provide us the good solution in a reasonable time. Heuristic function estimates how close a state is to the goal. So let's have a look at one of the informed search, that is a best first search. Best first search is also called as a pure heuristic search. It is the simplest form of heuristic search algorithms. An algorithm in which a node is selected for an expansion based on an evaluation function. That is, best first search algorithm always selects the path which appears best at that moment. You can say that it is the combination of depth first search and breadth first search algorithms. With the help of best search, at each step we can choose the most promising node. In best first search algorithm, we expand the node which is closest to the goal node and closest cost is estimated by heuristic function. Before going further, let's understand some terminologies which might be helpful for understanding the best first search algorithm. Here, G of n is the cost from the initial state to the current state n. H of n is known as estimated cost of the cheapest path from node n to goal node, and f of n would be the evaluation function to select a node for the expansion. Let's understand these terminologies using this scenario. Here consider A is the initial position and G is the destination or goal node. On left hand side you can see that number of nodes are connected by edges along with their costs, and on the right hand side an estimation is given for each node to reach to the goal node. Hence, A to G represents H of n, that is, estimated cost of the cheapest path from node A to goal node, which is in this case is G, is given as a 40. So, H of n for the node A is 40. So, this is an heuristic value. And G of n is the cost from the initial state to the current state n. It means that if we wanna go on node B from node A, then we have path cost as 11. Hence here g of n is 11. Now let's understand best first search algorithm. Let me explain you the best first search algorithm in simpler words. Best first search algorithm expands nodes based on their heuristic value, that is h of n. It maintains two lists, that is open and closed list. In closed list, it places those nodes which have already expanded, and in the open list, it places nodes which have yet not been expanded. On each iteration, each node n with the lowest heuristic value is expanded and generates all its successor, and n is placed to the closed list. The algorithm continues until a goal state is found. So let's understand the best first search using this example. Here we have closed the list as an empty, and initially we have node A into the open list. Now we will evaluate A, so it will move to the closed list and the successors of node A will be in open list, that is B, C and D. Now the node with the least heuristic value will be selected and get evaluated. Here node B has a heuristic value 4, so it will get evaluated. So all the successors of node B will be into the open list, and as node B is processed, it will move to the closed list. Now for all the nodes present in the open list, the node having least heuristic value will be selected. Here we have C, so node C will be evaluated and it will be moved to the closed list, and all the successors of node C will be put into the open list. Now node H contains the least heuristic value, so it will be evaluated, it will move to the closed list, and its successors are placed into the open list. Again, the least heuristic value will be searched among the nodes present in an open list. Here node O has the least heuristic value, so it will be processed and it will move into the closed list, and its successor will present into the open list. Here the least heuristic value is present for the node P, and our goal node is P, so the solution is found. So in this way best first search works. Now let's see the properties of best first search. Best first search is not a complete searching algorithm, as it can get stuck into the loops like depth first search algorithm. The time complexity for the best first search is big O of b raised to m. The space complexity for BFS is big O of b raised to m, where m is the maximum depth of the search space. Greedy based first search is also incomplete even if the given state space is finite. The BFS search algorithm is not optimal. Now what are the advantages of the best first search algorithm? It can switch between the BFS, that is a breadth first search, and DFS, that is a depth first search, by gaining the advantages of both the algorithms. Also, this algorithm is more efficient than breadth first search and depth first search algorithms. The disadvantages of the best first search can be given as: it can behave as an unguided depth first search in worst case scenario. Thank you.